one event. It's something that will never happen again. We have this video rendering of we have the trees that are in the south lawn. We'll know exactly where the sun is until it sets. So all the logistics are done. And now it's time we believe that this is going to be the most watched UFC event ever. This is going to be the most unique, amazing night of our entire careers. So, the fighters are walking from the Oval Office, and I bet a lot of the people that cover the sport and are fans of the sport have probably never even been to the White House before, and obviously the fighters. So this is a really night, and when we go to do something, I like to deliver, and I like to deliver big. So it's going to be special.
Dana White declared the White House lineup finished last week, yet within moments he shockingly backtracked, insisting this is not the final card, and he didn't say it was done. This isn't just a misstatement, it's a calculated political power play, an admission that the most anticipated UFC event ever is shrouded in strategic deception, directly impacting the entire sport. The highest echelons of power are now entangled in a high-stakes combat sports negotiation, and the truth is far from what's being publicly presented, leaving fans, fighters, and media in a state of utter confusion and anticipation. The most unique, amazing night of his career is already built on shifting sands.
You've heard the new talk is that Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal could be a potential.
Oh, no,
What's your thoughts? Oh, you haven't heard this? No. This is the biggest thing on social media now. Everyone's talking, that Chandler's out and Masvidal's in.
In my algorithm on Instagram, I have nothing MMA.
Right?
Literally nothing MMA pops up. Yeah, I don't listen to any of the goofy
No.
No.
Is that considered goofy?
That's goofy shit. Yeah. So we've been kicking around a lot of ideas, and I don't know. Me and Borsari actually fly to D.C. this week and sit down with the president and his team and start walking them through not just the production but the fight card. We have like 3 different options on all the different production stuff, and see what he likes and what he doesn't like. But let me tell you this: it is this event is going to be so badass and so unique and so special. And so expensive.
This White House event, touted as a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle, promises fighters will walk from the Oval Office, an experience many have never even dreamed of. Dana White isn't just delivering a fight card, he's crafting a moment designed to be the most watched UFC event ever, an unprecedented spectacle that goes beyond mere sport into the realm of national prestige. The logistics are meticulous, down to sun trajectory on the south lawn, ensuring every detail amplifies the event's historic gravity. This isn't just a fight, it's a political statement, a carefully orchestrated display of influence and entertainment.
Main event chatter of Topuria versus Gaethje for the White House. That's not a fight.
The president himself will have a direct hand in shaping this historic fight card. Dana White and his team are flying to DC this week to present multiple fight card and production options directly to the president and his staff. This isn't Dana unilaterally building a card, it's a high-level negotiation where political preferences could override traditional fight matchmaking. Imagine the commander-in-chief weighing in on potential matchups, perhaps even requesting specific fighters. This adds an extraordinary layer of complexity and political maneuvering to an already high-stakes affair, proving it's far from done.
I didn't say it was done. Because
replay. He said the card was built.
Card's done.
Okay, Rick? That's what he
Because
said.
then Trump
He didn't
goes,
say it
I
was
don't like
built.
this, I don't like that.
Beating up babies.
Trump is gonna see the card and be like, where's Derek Lewis?
And Conor McGregor is not fighting Derek Lewis, according to this.
We're gonna need to make a couple changes. We're gonna need Conor versus Derek, at least in the headliner.
Twice.
And then I don't see myself versus 1,000 babies. So
This unprecedented event comes with an astronomical price tag, described by Dana White simply as so expensive. The cost isn't just for top-tier fighters, it encompasses the immense logistical challenges, the security, and the sheer prestige of hosting an event on the south lawn of the White House. This investment underscores Dana's commitment to delivering a truly unique and unparalleled experience, one that pushes the boundaries of sports entertainment and political engagement. The financial outlay alone signals the monumental scale and strategic importance of this venture, making it a pivotal moment in UFC history.
yeah, Baron, throw that jab out, Baron. Come on. man, live, breathe, and die by it. So we have no idea who's going to be on it still. We don't even know who's going to be on UFC 327 in April. That's neither here nor there. We don't have any main event.
No, but the whole fucking sport the whole promotion is being held up by this. There's no title fights booked. There's nothing. So are all of them happening?
A fantastic point. No title fights booked right now. We've only had one undisputed title fight in 2026.
Social media is already abuzz with goofy shit rumors. Chatter suggests Conor McGregor might fight Jorge Masvidal, with Chandler supposedly out. Yet Dana White dismisses these whispers, claiming his own social media algorithm has literally nothing MMA. This deliberate detachment from public speculation could be a strategic ploy, downplaying legitimate leaks, or simply a reflection of his curated information bubble. Regardless, the discrepancy highlights the disconnect between public anticipation and the official narrative, making every announcement or lack thereof a potential mind game in itself. The information warfare has already begun.
Alex Pereira posted earlier, the 1, 2, 3, let's go. He wants to be on the White House card. Gable Steveson, if he wins in emphatic fashion, he wants to be on the White House card. Sean O'Malley posted a video about what his next fight could be. Here's what he had to say.
I'm ready to fight Jan. Me versus Jan at the White House. Like, what the fuck else are you gonna do? What the fuck else is there to do? I hope you knock out Jan. I will. Sugar versus Peter with co-main event. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, boy.
The primary rumored main event, Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje, carries an immense political burden. This isn't just a fight, it's a damn legacy meat grinder, where career paths permanently changed for better or for truly devastating worse. The platform itself, with the full weight of the nation potentially watching, magnifies every punch, every error. For these fighters, the pressure extends far beyond the octagon. It's a strategic brilliance under intense worldwide observation, a contest where one tactical error could crumble an entire history. The mental combat starts now, long before any gloves touch.
There's got to be a place for a guy that can represent America. You know, I feel like I don't think there's one American champion right now besides Gaethje, but he's kind of the interim. So if the White House happens for me, it happens for me. You know, if it doesn't, I keep moving on, and the next thing will come, and the next big thing will arise for me. But I would love to be on the White House card. That would mean a lot, but it's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen.
He talks about being an American champion. It's not just the American champions that want on. Your 170-pound champion, Islam Makhachev, he talked about being on the White House card as well. Here's what he had to say.
Let's do it. I tell them I will be ready soon.
You hear Dana's conflicting statements about the card being done versus needing presidential approval reveal a deeper sheer political conflict and move for power. He's intentionally creating a narrative, positioning Topuria and Gaethje under a spotlight that eclipses all stadiums, regardless of the finality. This isn't merely marketing bouts, it's capitalizing on his global standing, using ambiguity to build hype and leverage influence. The mind games are a crucial part of his strategy, ensuring maximum attention and control over the unfolding story, keeping everyone guessing while he pulls the strings.
For patriotism. This isn't just about fighting in Washington.
The entire sport of mixed martial arts is currently on hold, paralyzed by the White House event. No title fights booked right now. The whole promotion is being held up by this. We've only seen one undisputed title fight in 2026, a glaring symptom of this tactical stranglehold on the competitive field. Championship bouts, challengers, livelihoods, everything is paused, awaiting Dana's official pronouncement. This isn't just a delay, it's a calculated chess move, concentrating all attention and resources on this single monumental event, creating a vacuum that only the White House card can fill.
Only we will make the fighting in White House. I want to be in history.
All right, so we're getting everyone and their brothers and sisters calling for the White House card. The sport is literally on hold. Everyone's like, why do you keep talking about the White House card? It's like, because every single athlete and promoter is talking about it as well. So we get the Dana White. It's built. You know, we're going to go pass it by Trump, everything like that. We got a couple options to go. Then we also get a tweet from Alvaro Colmenero at Colmenero on X, and he reports the plan that the UFC is trying to make involves Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje as the main.
Topuria versus Gaethje is painted as a nightmare matchup. Topuria, the unbeaten marvel, confronts Gaethje's raw aggression and organized havoc. Gaethje, seeking to be the American champion, faces a stone-cold killer who just crushed a legend utterly immune to title fight nerves. This isn't just a style clash, it's a test of pure grit against precise execution, magnified by the immense pressure of the White House stage. The potential for a harsh career-shaping outcome is palpable, a battle where mental fortitude will be as crucial as physical prowess.
Would that be White House standard for you guys, main event?
I think it is. I think it is one of the best fighters in the world. I'd love to see him back there. I think it's great. I know a lot of people, first time I spoke about this, the idea of these two fighting at the White House, a lot of people were annoyed because I was like, is this the look America wants? You know, because I have a feeling I know who's going to win that one. No disrespect to Gaethje, I just think Ilia is the fucking man at the moment. Love that fight, honestly. What do you think, Rick, as an American?
I don't care about the patriotism.
Wow.
Fighters are practically pleading for the White House pass, their desperation evident. Alex Pereira posted 1, 2, 3, let's go, while Gable Stevenson and Sean O'Malley publicly voiced their desire to be on the card. Islam Makhachev echoed the sentiment, let's do it. I tell them I will parade this song. This isn't just about patriotism or fighting in Washington, it's about being part of history and leveraging that platform for career advancement. Every athlete recognizes the unparalleled visibility and legacy-making potential of this event, making the competition for a spot intense.
I think
You last week said this would be a disappointment.
I think people on Twitter and Instagram and the wide majority of MMA fans would be disappointed with this.
They're very positive people, though, usually on X, I found.
They're also
especially
logical.
after the Tom article.
Logical, you know, and
Critical
empathetic,
thinkers.
critical thinkers is this fan base. I think people would be disappointed with this being the main event.
Really?
I think it's good.
Yep.
I think it's good enough. I think the return of Ilia is going to feel big, and if you put it on the White House, I think people can finally kind of just like...
The White House event isn't simply a location, it's a tactical stranglehold on the entire competitive landscape. Dana White is using this singular event to exert unparalleled control, orchestrating a chain reaction across the UFC. Every champion, every contender, every aspiring star is vying for a place, understanding that this card dictates the flow of future title shots and major matchups. This strategic delay creates massive anticipation, forcing all eyes onto one stage and amplifying the stakes for every fighter, even those not directly involved in the main event. It's a masterclass in promotion.
PPV Monster, a statement. It's about delivering on a historic promise or expose.
Alex is out of the running. It's going to take some maneuvering to get there, but I still think John versus Alex is the most easy one to make. But if you have Conor McGregor versus anybody, I think that can take it to the next level. I would sitting here right now, I think they will get one of Conor or John. That's what I think.
You still think?
Yeah.
There's a potential for Conor or John.
I do.
Conor needs to fight. I keep saying it. This is like, I really feel like he needs to fight more than he has in a very long time, just to stimulate.
The recent report from Alvaro Coleman RO on X, stating that the plan that the UFC is trying to make involves Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje as the main event, adds another layer of intrigue. This leak, whether accidental or strategic, validates the intense speculation surrounding this matchup. It suggests that while Dana publicly plays coy or contradicts himself, the groundwork for this monumental clash is indeed being laid. This external confirmation of Topuria Gaethje as the likely main event further heightens the tension and validates the mental combat already underway for both fighters.
For Conor, I think he wants the PR week that goes with fighting, not only just for himself, but for all of the enterprises around him. I think more than ever, I think he will give this an honest to God go. Like the other times he's been getting ready, I just didn't feel like his head was in it at all. And look, I don't necessarily think that it's ever going to be what it was. I was around that guy, and I thought he was the best fighter in the world for a very short period of time, but he was magic. Everything he touched turned to gold. We haven't seen that guy in a decade, pretty much.
The proposed main event of Topuria versus Gaethje sparks division among fans. Some believe it's good enough and the return of Ilia is going to feel big, especially on the White House stage. Others, however, would be disappointed, feeling it doesn't meet the gravitas required for such a historic event. The question looms, is this the look America wants? This public debate underscores the immense pressure on Dana White to deliver a card that satisfies both hardcore fans and a broader, potentially less informed political audience. The expectations are astronomically high. Warrior spirit.
The other things that he's doing, I think the problem is going to be the contract. I think the problem is going to be Conor McGregor's expectations of what he needs to be paid. and the UFC no longer being in the business of paying that price is going to be the friction point. I don't think it's the motivation anymore.
It's a good point.
I think it's going to be the money. I think there's a world where they come to Conor McGregor and, like, you know, the Pawn Stars.
For Topuria, walking onto such a stage with every media story and advocate scrutinizing his every move presents a unique challenge. Gaethje, known for transforming victors into scrapers, will try to pull you into deep waters where your power means nothing. Topuria's self-assurance has been unassailable, but can he uphold pinpoint accuracy against a contender thriving on disorder? This clash of styles, combined with the unparalleled mental burden of the White House, will test their warrior spirits to their absolute limits, revealing who truly cracks first under such immense scrutiny. Dana White's every statement is a strategic maneuver, a bid for huge viewership and political influence. He's not simply mentioning names offhand, he's orchestrating a grand narrative. The continuous ambiguity surrounding the final card, the leaked main event, and the constant fighter pleas are all part of a calculated campaign to build unprecedented hype. This isn't just about selling pay-per-views, it's about cementing the UFC's place in the cultural and political landscape, proving its capacity to deliver beyond just sport, making every word he utters a critical strategic chess piece. The possibility of Conor McGregor or Jon Jones headlining still lingers, adding another layer of complexity. While Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira is considered the most easy one to make, Dana believes one of Conor or Jon could take the White House card to the next level. Conor, in particular, needs to fight more than he has in a very long time to stimulate his brand. The inclusion of such global superstars would undoubtedly amplify the event's reach and political impact, transforming it from a major fight card into a truly global spectacle. The biggest hurdle for a Conor McGregor appearance isn't motivation, but his contract. Conor McGregor's expectations of what he needs to be paid clash with the UFC no longer being in the business of paying that price. His past magic, where everything he touched turned to gold, hasn't been seen in a decade. This financial friction point highlights a significant power struggle, where Dana White might be unwilling to meet the demands of even his biggest star for a politically charged event. The money, it seems, is the true ultimate fighter. The White House event transcends being merely a headline bout. It's a savage high-risk wager crafted to ignite inside the cage and make a profound world politics statement. Disregard all media storylines. This is a style mismatch of Topuria's icy exact targeting versus Gaethje's non-stop push. The stakes are immense. Your whole journey, your standing can be erased before the world. The unique pressure of the White House stage guarantees that any outcome will be magnified, impacting their careers and legacies in ways no other fight could, testing the warrior spirit to its core. Dana White is pressing the ultimate trigger, revealing who's truly built for the octagon's most savage state on this unparalleled platform. If Topuria versus Gaethje indeed main events, it's a raw declaration of war, a clash where frigid exactness meets pure pandemonium. This is Dana's ultimate political power move, using the White House stage to create mind games and career-ending strain. The question is stark: what will you sacrifice for history beneath the nation's stare? This bout will determine not just a winner, but who can withstand the most intense scrutiny imaginable. The brutal consequences of failure on this White House stage are catastrophic. A lone punch, one error, could utterly demolish legacies. This isn't just a physical contest, it's an unparalleled mental burden, a test of who can maintain championship focus in uncertain times. If a fighter cracks under this pre-fight pressure, the brutal reality inside the cage will prove devastating. The weight of expectation, political scrutiny, and historical significance combine to create an environment where a simple loss becomes a career-defining downfall, transforming mere defeat into a profound public catastrophe. The very essence of what it means to be a champion is under examination, with no American champion in the welterweight division. The desire for an American champion to represent on this historic stage adds another layer to the strategic matchmaking. Justin Gaethje, himself an American champion, seeks to solidify this narrative. This isn't just about athletic prowess, it's about national identity and symbolism, turning the fight into a broader cultural statement. The White House card aims to intertwine sport with patriotism, creating a unique dimension to the competitive landscape. The ongoing delay of other major UFC events, including title fights, proves the White House event is a tactical stranglehold designed to amplify its impact. Dana isn't just teasing, he's orchestrating a severe test of mental fortitude for all contenders. True fight smarts now emerge when fighters must navigate this period of uncertainty, maintaining championship focus without a clear path forward. This deliberate pause funnels all attention and energy towards the singular White House card, proving Dana's mastery in controlling the narrative and the sport's entire competitive flow. So Dana White's done White House card is anything but. It's a fluid, high-stakes negotiation with the president, a political power play, and a strategic genius-level chess match designed to maximize viewership and influence. The entire sport is paused, awaiting a card that Dana hints is finished, yet simultaneously admits is subject to presidential approval. Whether it's Topuria, Gaethje, McGregor, or Jones, one thing is clear: this White House event will transcend sport, becoming a legacy-defining spectacle forged in the fires of political maneuvering and unparalleled pressure.